vulnerability in team fights, but this is realistically not a team fighting team. It's a lot more about pick-off potential, and Alistar is there to maybe start these fights now with that combo. Much easier to start a fight with an Alistar than with...
And booking it towards the bottom side where Sixay and Huhi are overextended. Pioshik is now spotted on the minion wave here. Sixay has an arcane ship to play with, and Huhi's just flashing forward, trying to interrupt Pioshik on the gank, but now Huhi should just be left to the wolves here of Team Liquid, and that's first blood for Pioshik.
Absolutely, so well played by Team Liquid there. We'll see if he wants to end up having to burn that and end up in a very awkward state. Instead, I kind of like this idea. You know, you do have TP advantage, but like you said...
But he's staying outside of that vision radius at the moment. Communicating well. It's like, hey, if there's a ward here, and Paranoia as Huhi flashes right on top of Yon, but he flashes the Solar Flare critically, and nice headbutt from poor JJ! Outplaying River!
Team Liquid is just taking advantage of all golden spill over from, and getting deeper wards becomes easier and all that stuff I was talking about. At the same time, you have a Fiora on the top side. Smog Dragon.
Smog Dragon. Ooh, the riposte. Licorice forced to flash, but now River comes in with the Paranoia, and Summit still has a flash that he can work with, but with the fear and the flash from River as he follows Summit up on the play, he cannot escape this time. And
trying to keep the pressure up, Team Liquid loves to snowball games as aggressively as possible, as we see. Number 3 from some of their rookies not always being super consistent with their gold leads. Here you can see Golden Guardians wanting to contest this dragon, stop the dragon stacking out of Team Liquid.
Licorice has TP as well. Paranoia is popped. It's all darkness for Team Liquid as the Pop Blossom follows as well onto 2. True Shot Barrage coming in, doing damage onto Pioshik as he's forced to flash. Huhi falling up as well. Licorice leading the charge against Core JJ. APA is separated, and Yon is still kiting as much as he can. He gets the flash out. Huhi's the first one to fall, but Pioshik looks for a reset, and now he's Cassante, but they're still running away. Summon has teleported looking for the flank as well, and Golden Guardians have pushed out 1, but it still doesn't feel like a 1 fight yet.
It's a 1-for-1. Golden Guardians being a little bit healthier, though, and looks like they can fall back safely onto this dragon to snag this one. APA in trouble.
He has flash, but he doesn't have Spirit Rushing. He gets popped! A little too greedy and overeager on trying to check to see where the dragon...
No, I think Baron will be one of these objectives that maybe you bait, see if you have enough prio to force Team Liquid down there, but Pioshik's top side of the map. This brings a dive.
They go for the stun, and it looks like they just have the damage to easily take him down. He was already below half HP, and this turret will fall.
That was a really nice play out of Pioshik there. You saw it
now below 50% HP. Huhi is lurking around here with River, and this turret is about to fall. True Shot Barrage is going to reveal that multiple members on Dragon, so they know that this dive is for River, but this teleport from Summit is going to protect APA. Now Core JJ is coming around the wings. It's going to bunt Huhi over the wall. Summit might have bought him a little bit more than he could chew. Corey over the wall. Pop Blossom flash onto 3. And now Summit falls. Core JJ forced to flash. And that's the TP coming in from Licorice. And can Golden Guardians look for more momentum off of this play?
They're pretty low. They're backing with Gory. He has TP to rejoin the fight. They might force onto this Baron now that they have Summit down.
Another TP from Gory. And it looks like Golden Guardians going to pull the trigger. Baron has begun. Team Liquid, can they get into the pit? Flash is available for Pioshik. They have vision on the pit. They stun up Huhi. He flashes right on top of Yon. He still has Flash and Cleanse. Using the Cleanse for the Killer Instinct and distance himself away. River doesn't have Paranoia, but he looks in for the fear. Forced to flash over the wall. Sixay trying to fire off the True Shot Barrage. Yon is able to dodge it. Pioshik looking for the reset, and now he is the Nocturne. Can he kite over to APA and save him out of this one? All out from Licorice. Takes out APA. Meanwhile, Yon, can he contribute to the fight? But he has no flash and he has no subs. And the rest of Team Liquid, it's all on Pioshik to look for these resets, but he's not going to have enough damage to turn it around. Sixay flashing forward, guarantees the kill! Triple for him! And Golden Guardians...
Remember, Summit is alive. River is dead, so there's no smite. I don't think Golden Guardians are going Baron.
Summit riposte. Can he look for Sixay and Licorice? But it's a 1-on-3. I don't know what you're thinking about that one. That's an easy ace for Golden Guardians again.
The Cleanse ultimate to get away from the Olin, trying to buy enough space, waiting till the last possible second to flash the wall, get the extra distance so the fear doesn't go off. But spawning in 2 minutes, they want to make sure they don't give up Soul, but it is Chemtech Soul. It's not the end of the world if they do lose that one.
The gold lead that had plateaued for Team Liquid now, as they try to fight their way back, knowing that River is on the bottom side of the map. It's a 4v4. Someone is trying to look for the collapse with the Paranoia. Takes out all of Team Liquid's vision, and then now makes it so that Core JJ is completely isolated. They can't step up and they can't follow. Core JJ goes down for free as Golden Guardians continue to withstand the pressure.
Really nice play there by Golden Guardians. Team Liquid were trying to defend that turret, but it was still a 3v4 that they went into there. They finish off the turret, then they grab Core JJ. River just been split pushing bot side this entire time. His only contribution to that fight was turning the lights off with the ultimate and threading a potential dive, which allowed them to find that kill. Now they're going for the base.
Pioshik steps up, zones them off. The inhibitor tower still at threat by this empowered cannon minion, but finally falls. As Summit is now looking for the split push, but Licorice is here to answer.
Yeah, Licorice strong enough now to...
Huge power spike coming in for the young rookie. Team Liquid trying to play through mid. Gory off to the side. Nice flash from Core JJ. Looking for River. Paranoia turns out all the lights. And who he is sacrificing himself so the rest of Golden Guardians can look for the re-engage. 4-man pop blossom from Gory. Finds the re-engage. The knock-up here, but Pioche, can he look for the resets now? He's looking for another kill, and they find the backline. 6-8's gone. Yon finds his moment with the killer instinct. And Team Liquid can finally find the reset that they're looking for. Soul Point is theirs. River's forced to run.
They're pinging the base. They might want to end the game. Yes, they can go Soul Point, but they have a minion wave. Only River up in 15 seconds before who he spawns. This is at least an inhibitor mid lane, and we'll have to see how aggressive they want to get here.
10 seconds on Huhi, 30 seconds on the rest of the members of Golden Guardians. If they want to end this game, there is a window surely. We'll see how far Team Liquid want to take it. They're pushing for it. Nexus turrets in their sight. Nexus in their minds. Game 1 victory in their brains as they look for one more. Nexus turret 1 already fell. They're ignoring River and Huhi. They're barreling and brute forcing their way. They find the kills. Oh my God! Team Liquid find one fight and they don't miss. Game 1 is theirs.
Right.
Scale up.
Yeah, and if you're accelerated with this Team Liquid composition, you have a lot more burst damage coming in from both of your solo lanes. This is now a champion that Summit can actually group up with the rest of Team Liquid versus someone
Just
like
a 700 gold advantage off CSing and wave states is a pretty big lead for Golden Guardians, given that we also expect them to have pretty strong mid to late game team fighting.
Oh, APA, Flash Pop Blossom, they turn their tails right onto Gory, but not enough damage. Just one more on attack. It's the Flash Q from Pioshik as the Blade of the Ruin King finds its mark. River flashing around top of Pioshik, knowing that he's got nowhere to go, but the stun, the miss, River has the twisted advance, but Summit is here for the counter re-engage, and they find 2 kills in the end.
Team Liquid instantly delete that goal.
And 4 members stacked on top. APA also making sure to stop by the Dragon first before checking out the mid wave. First Dragon goes over to only vision on Gory in the mid lane, who he has slunk around to the right side.
An experience.
No quickness available, but the Nature's Grasp into the knockup, into the burning carpet. Golden Guardians make that look easy, and the Rift Herald can be dropped here.
The next one necessarily. They can kind of just keep the game going as it is and just be happy with it.
Yeah, even these lane assignments are pretty annoying for the side of Team Liquid. Summit can do so much less under turret.
And it's a repeat visit. River, it almost looked like he wasn't even needed on that top play. They had so much damage from 6A and Huhi alone, but the Nature's Grasp locks him down for the guaranteed kill. And this should be the first brick going the way of Stixay and the rest of Golden Guardians. As the rest of Team Liquid, we're looking for a play seemingly on the mid and the bottom side of the map, but with first...
Decently played out of Team Liquid, but yet again, Golden Guardians getting the better of the trade.
Yeah, TL with 2 dragons, Golden Guardians with a 2k gold lead. I think everyone's kind of happy on the side of Golden Guardians right now. The gold is very evenly distributed. With that, Gory can push down the spot tower, and the Herald is basically negated already.
Yeah, see, the only thing about Tristana is you're like, great, we
The area. TL doesn't feel confident giving this up, but I really think they have to. And it's kind of annoying right now for TL because they want to control the map and kind of find picks, but you can't do that if you don't have vision. And with the double shiv on the side of GG, just constantly pushing waves and getting vision over and over again, GG is playing really patiently and not giving them a window.
Yeah, the fact that Huhi was able to bait the teleport from Summit there, you could see made Team Liquid totally fizzle. Maybe trying to break mid lane turret, but yeah, nice play by Golden Guardians. Huhi baiting the engage, baiting a lot of ults and TPs out, and then just still resetting. Not that bad, given that you know Shelly's basically going to get a charge off. Not actually losing a gold off of it. It's pretty huge.
AP has TP here, so if I'm TL, I'm looking for a fight with GG. I think GG is a bit overextended here. He's TPing in.
They throw out the ulti and the equalizer, and they just burn Summit down before he gets a chance to fight. Pioshik is waiting on APA. 3-man Pop Blossom, multiple members knocked up. Can they find the reset? Pioshik is burning down River with the equalizer and the burning on River, and now he's the Maokai. Can he look for another reset here? He has to join up and link up with APA. Oh my goodness, over the wall, triple kill. Now Gory and Huhi are in his sights. He's looking for another one. Gory's forced to flash. He finds the sun. That's the quadra. Pioshik looking for more. Hui's forced to run. The Q's shattering strike stun. Hui's burning down. It's the penta for Pioshik.
Pioshik is going crazy! A pentakill to keep the game alive for Team.
Pioshik, and I think GD was patient the entire game. They were not patient for one single play, and Pioshik gets a pentakill. And they're on the Nash.
River doesn't have ultimate for another few seconds here. AP another flank right onto the backline. Stixay's completely isolated off. Equalizer's burning, but it's not enough damage. Pioshik has found his resets once again, and the rest of Golden Guardians, their core has been shattered. And without the backline and the damage, it's an easy pickup for TL.
Second fight in a row. It's not Ben. He's the best laner in the league or anything like that. He brought some stability to Team Liquid team fighting when that was always how they lost their games.
Now they're looking for 6-8 once again. They know that he doesn't have summoner spells. It's just easy pickings for Team Liquid. One more. Can they get off of this Red Bull Baron power play? They're already barreling through the mid tier 1, and they can easily take out tier 2.
Yeah, League is kind of crazy. When one play goes wrong, suddenly it snowballs into another play. You lose Nash, you lose a few kills, and the game is kind of snowballed on the other way around. So TL is looking pretty good right now. Summit's trying to escape.
Still burning from the flame spitter. Licorice gets a knockup from Huhi, and they're able to take out Summit, but you got to deal with the members in the mid lane who have now barreled through into the inhibitor, and that inhibitor is going to fall. Team Liquid shall take their leave.
Nice little pick off into side lane for Golden Guardians. Even here, not resetting, trying to bait Golden Guardians to walking into the jungle on this potential dragon spawn.
Oh, and they beat them right on in! They clipped Gory! I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, but they were hoping that were not waiting in that bush, and now Pioshik is getting the resets once again, looking for 6-8. Still no summoner spells to cleanse, but it's just to go down. Yon with the killer instinct, and Team Liquid are just farming the Golden Guardians at this point.
Yeah, that's going to be game. They have super creeps coming in. Summit's respawn with his teleport. Only Huhi and Licorice left alive. He does have the Rumble ultimate, but it's Baron buffed up minions.
At 23 minutes, Equalizer will be expended by Licorice to try and clear the minion wave, but they are just taking down these Nexus turrets rapidly. And Team Liquid will try to end this series swiftly. They're up 2-0. They're on match point. Pioshik refusing to change from Team Liquid's side. So the benefit for them that they're not going to have to deal with a lot of armor stacking from Team Liquid's composition is it's mostly bruisers and squishies.
Yeah, I think they're on the 3 dragon point, and then GG is forced to fight you. It puts a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you get to see the classic emoting his head off. He's making fun of people in chat. He's tweeting at people, and he's playing with a level of confidence you don't always see.
Yon might be in trouble here, though. Cut off by River, but he has Core JJ. Be able to assist him on the escape route. They want to turn this fight, but it's a 3v2, and they're a little nice dodge by Killer Instinct on Yon. Is able to dodge out on the re-engage, but Core JJ still falls, and Licorice is going to cut him off here with the all-out. The rest of Team Liquid have to bail out Yon, but it looks like that he's not getting bailed out. Maybe Pioshik can look for resets. He's already on the Xayah, looking for the Blade Caller, but Gore's going to collapse, and it's a 2-on-4 for Team Liquid. It's really difficult for them to play out. Golden Guardians have the damage. Here comes ABA Pop Blossom. Does this one turn it around? Pioshik is looking for more damage, but he gets knocked out by River, and ABA just doesn't have any more gas in the tank to fight it on back. Golden Guardians with a huge fight.
There was no magic this time.
It's looking really good here for Golden Guardians.
Potential jump onto Yon.
And he's locked up, and he has no sums from before. Even the Killer Instinct shield, he should go down as 6-8 finds one more feather. Takes out the tier 1 turret as well. APA finding the collapse on Gory with Pioshik. They're able to answer 1 for 1. Summon and Licorice, are they going to have a dance too? Not quite. Rift Herald being started up by River.
That turret, a little bit of breathing room for Team Liquid, but they're losing the Rift Herald at the same time.
I think Gory can TP down to his bot tower if he wants to. I'm not sure if they actually have enough damage to take down. Maybe he'll just save it anyway and give the tower, because looking like he's toppling TP instead.
Summon doesn't have flash. We need another Leap Strike to get out of harm's way. Using Counter-Strike to dodge a lot of the incoming damage. Still gets forced off.
Licorice goes for the reset. Nice little macro play there.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted one tower, right? He couldn't get the bot one, so he just TP's top. Pretty simple. Simple
He's
map.
like, if I'm thought about how much harder it is actually to reset through this Golden Guardians team comp with the extra bit of not tankiness, but safety, I guess, of the Golden on the side of Golden Guardians. So they're not forced to fight immediately.
Oh, wait a minute. This might be... I mean, he's really tanky. There's no way that Licorice goes down here, right?
Over the wall, surely.
10 HP. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. The flash reposition, and now he's isolated Pioshik, and now a lot of damage coming out from Licorice's side, but he's still able to get out. Here's the reset from the Heartbreaker. Is it enough damage? One more Q. It is, and Gory's now here for the cleanup, but now he's a tanky Cassante. Pop Blossom gonna buy some space. Can he look for another reset? No, because River is there for the re-engage and the counter reinforcements. APA, nice 2-man roof. Can he find at least one more damage down? But Gory stays alive as River cleans him up.
From APA, buys time for Golden Guardians to collapse and find that kill.
Summon doesn't have flash, so he can't really threaten Gory here, and River's just gonna press the assault here. Glacial Prison right on top of him. Leap Strike gets away to safety. He's gonna have to wait for Pioshik to come on in. Turret is still under fire as Dixie is laying waste to the tier 2 tower in the mid lane, but a 4 TP from APA. Do they spot this TP? I don't think they have yet. APA would have to wait for Huhi, and now Huhi tries to dash on over to safety. Battle Dance and Grand Entrance expunged. APA looking for the flash, but that's a flash out of Gory in response. Stixay joins the fight on over as Pioshik flashing forward. He just wants the first reset, and now he hits the recon. Can he look for a grand entrance? Gets in range, another reset, looking for Stixay. He's forced to use the Feather Storm as he goes into the air. He gets out alive. A lot of pressure in the way of Team Liquid.
Well there, Golden Guardians went a bit too greedy, I would say. Now Licorice is stuck under the bot lane tower, but he has the TP with Gory here, so...
All out from Licorice, knowing that Summon still doesn't have flash. Nice knockup from the Q3. Gory has the damage. The counter-strike can give him a little bit more relief, and he gets out alive! And Yawn was looking for the killer instinct to find the mark. Pioshik thinking about disengaging this one. The rest of Golden Guardians are...
No flash, no ult on Pioshik.
Yeah, I don't think he can get out of this one. He's going to get stunned up by River, and who he can just look for the quick distance into the charm, knocking him up, looking for Yawn instead. That's the target, the blast cone. He's forced to use the killer instinct, but Gory jumps right on back, and it's not enough to save Yawn as Gory finds the reset again and jumps to safety. The rest of Golden Guardians have this fight on their own turn. Nice knockup from Hui, saves Gory again. Here comes APA, 3-man pop blossom, but where's the damage? Golden Guardians has tons in supply, and they have turned this whole series around with that fight.
Golden Guardians looking like they might find their first win in the series, up 7,500 gold now. Summit's trying to give them the run around, but it is just pathing them straight. Pioshik just was able to land that ultimate onto Gory. He probably gets his first reset on Tristana. Maybe it ends up a little bit closer when APA shows up. Start working on Nexus turrets, or inhibitor turrets.
With the Tristana, though, I do think they can break the top inhib tower. I think they just need to commit.
Oh, nice dodge from APA. He has the pop blossom and gets buster shotted out to safety. APA managing to survive that encounter.
Broke his ankles there, making him ult after the wrong target. Ends up with his ultimate on top of the rest of the Golden Guardians, but still force low and still plenty of health on them. So Golden Guardians continuing to siege up around this topside turret.
Dragon is spawning in 50 seconds as well, so it's kind of the debate here. Is it worth to get this top inhib tower for Dragon? I would say if I'm on Golden Guardians, I think I just look for this and base instantly. I don't go for the inhib. I think the tower is doable if they want to, but then just base and get to the Dragon as soul as possible to deny the soul condition for TL.
Right, and it's coming up in 30 seconds, but they say go, and they find Pioshik, forcing him to flash. APA low on HP as he actually gets taken out. Golden Guardians being able to press this assault on further. Core JJ is the next target on the line. No flash, but Pioshik finds the first reset onto Hui, looking for the grand entrance, but gets pushed out. Can he find another one on Gory? Now he's a Tristana. Maybe he can do some major damage. Yawn finding the killer instinct as well into Stixay. And Team Liquid within the defenses of their base. They have found a way to withstand the pressure of Golden Guardians, and they might just have the numbers to look for that dragon you were talking about, Treats.
Yeah, once again, Golden Guardians a bit too eager to end this game. I think they can play it a bit safer and just get the tower and get out, but they're looking for the dive. It looks pretty clean from Hui, but...
Backline members, and then this rocket jump forward is Pioshik just eyes bug out of his head going, oh, that's a free kill. And once he gets that first one, they can go forward again. They get the second.
On this top side of the map, very difficult for Team Liquid to get their way into the Baron buff, but Pioshik and Core JJ are going to take the risk. And no one is there really to punish. 2,000 HP, it's burned instantly by Golden Guardians. Now Team Liquid have to get out. Core JJ might just sack his life to make sure the rest everyone can get out. Huge pop blossom. Can they
Gory's dead.
Gory, GA is popped. Yawn onto the back lane. He finds Stixay. He finds his moment. And Yawn is now surrounded by Licorice, but he can rejoin with the rest of the fight. Pioshik is still looking for resets. Summon saves Yawn with the counter strike. Golden Guardians, no way. How does this keep happening? Team Liquid being able to turn things on their heads. River's still alive. He was already used the flash, but Team Liquid, despite losing the Baron, found multiple members in this fight as Gory TP's right back in. Someone looking for the counter-strike. Yawn is still low, so he has to be careful. There's a looming flank in the works. Hui looking for the flash. Grand entrance running to Pioshik. Can he not find the reset? He gets stunned! Golden Guardians take out the light that Team Liquid were looking for, and they aced them. Sieging the bottom inhibitor tower. APA getting caught up here as the rest of Golden Guardians just making the siege happen.
I really want Golden Guardians just to get the dragon, make it get rid of it, and just make sure that TL just can't randomly win the fight in the base and get soul. I think it's gonna be pretty big, but GG, they're still very confident. They're gonna run straight forward.
Running straight forward again. This time at least not jumping in, just letting some of the cannon creeps do the work on the bot inhibitor.
And Licorice is zoning off Summit, making sure that he doesn't have an easy angle. They find Core JJ, knowing that he is a sitting duck here, gets one engage off and tries to walk away. They're able to bully River off, but it opens the window for the inhibitor to be taken, and Treats, I don't know if you're in Golden Guardians comms, but they might be following your wishes.
They got right. They got what they came for with the dragon as well. I think they're just gonna repeat it on top side. Look for a triple inhib kind of setup here.
Resets.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see if APA looks for a TP flank. There's a lot of wards behind Golden Guardians, so pushing up mid lane is very, very difficult on the side of GG.
You called it. They're pinging it right now. Now, is it a double TP? No, APA is already engaging onto the front line. Yawn is able to find the back line as well with the killer instinct, but Hui and Stixay are still alive, and Yawn falls, and Pioshik has nowhere nowhere to go for resets. He finds one on Degori, and he's able to disengage it well, but now Summit has to find the kills and find the cleanup, but this just seems unwinnable for Team Liquid. Golden Guardians able to do away with 4 members, and with the Nexus in their sights, they're ready to take Game 3.
Golden Guardians bounced back big in Game 3. Felt like Team Liquid might have been headed for a sweep, but they're not done yet. Not ready to give up on the dream of Huhi making his 5th straight finals.
And 7-0-15 for River. What a monster game from him. He was everywhere. He played every fight really perfect. Good bounce back game from Golden Guardians. They showed at least patience in the end and had a really clean ending.
The orange.
It happened again.
Nice. Early game pick there from Gory. Silas. A lot of fighting around mid. I like that because, as I said, they need some pressure in the early game. Cassandra doesn't really provide that. So
Early invades were thwarted by Golden Guardians, as now topside Summit could be in trouble. Nice knock-up Q3, guaranteeing the knock-up. River's gonna flash as well. Summit is now level
flash
6.
for 6.
Does he have enough damage to turn this one around? Huge burst. One more knock-up with the Bellows Breath. One more auto attack. It's not enough. River and Licorice pick up first blood.
Summit almost.
And it's a lot of pressure being put towards a tank-on-tank matchup, which is something that we normally don't really think about investing their while into.
The thing also about junglers who are carries ganking top early on, I do actually like doing that if you have nowhere else that you need to be on the map, as we see Licorice having some fun with Summit.
All out on the Summit, and he doesn't have flash. One more Q. Does he land the knock-up and a couple of auto attacks? And there is the solo bolo as Licorice starts propelling himself forward in the win around with APA, looking for a dive. He has no tools available to really stop this one. He would have to find a grand entrance, but he is isolated away from Stixxay, and it looks like they're going to just pick up the easy kill. Pioshik dodging away from the grand entrance as well. Gory is waiting, has level 7. Can he grab an ultimate to make something happen here with Stixxay under the tower? The flash from APA, waiting out Stixxay's move before committing the charm. Stixxay being able to dodge it out. No killer instinct available yet because he's still level 5. Gory forcing the rest of Team Liquid as he finds a connect onto Core JJ for the damage, but Team Liquid around the corner, forcing Gory to back off.
Nice attempt out of APA there. I really like the aggressive flash charm, but just ended up not shows topside. This is an alleviation of that pressure we were hyping up in the bot side and allows Golden Guardians to stop the dragon stacking of this. Pioshik back as well. Deny that mark from coming through, denies the kills, give the dragon over. Such a massive play.
And now Summit might be in trouble. He still has flash, but he gets interrupted, so he cannot use the call of the Forge God. Easy pickings here for River and Licorice, as the Rift Herald is also going to chime in with a little bit of damage as they barrel down the minions, and that allows River to slink on into the bottom side of the jungle. Score JJ and Jan now have to be careful if they extend too Lee to make his move.
Yeah, Licorice has TP. They're going to wrap around behind, drop a ward down, set this up.
Delsin leaps right onto Core JJ. Jan already firing the arrow to get the stun, but that is just easy picking. So much burst coming between Stixxay and River to take out Jan.
And again, it's because of Team Liquid's lack of correct map play. You had APA having to take the reset there as we see a charm.
Huge charm from APA, but River's able to leap on out. Gory still has flash to play with and has the Spirit Rush taken from APA as APA is looking to flash, finds River on the backside, and now he has to get out with the grand entrance. Stixxay forced to flash. APA finds the charm, the Orb of Deception. APA steps up when the team needed him most to save the momentum. They both see 3 low HP targets. They have resets available as now they're on the Rift Herald.
Yeah, teleport coming in here for Licorice on the flip side of the fight. We'll see if he can isolate someone.
Licorice has flash and he has all out, but Team Liquid are trying to pincer on Licorice so that they can collapse before the rest of Golden Guardians make their move here. Summit calling the Forge God, looking for the knockup. Gory has his own, and he cannot. Oh no, he gets a multiple man knockup here, and Golden Guardian is able to burst out Pioshik before he's able to use the ultimate. Summit is still pressing forward on the engage. They're looking for more. APA has the resets with the Spirit Rush. Finds 1, finds 2! Bull Stixxay and Licorice fall in the fight. And the Rift Herald still for the taking, but still second one off of Pioshik's play on the top side. They're not at soul point. Golden Guardian still ahead with that 2,000 gold lead.
The most abusive things that this comp can do where you just can't kill the Kindred. So I want to see if they're able to pull that off.
Uh-oh, looks like someone might be in trouble. The flash, they line the knockup, and bingo! Golden Guardians, even with the Rift Herald charge as well, are going to get so much off of this play.
Stuck around on the bot side there. You see River making the move on top of him. And it's
Off the front line if Summit is not there. Makes things quite difficult for Team Liquid, but they find a moment to take out this tier 1 turret. Doesn't find River yet as they spot him crossing into the mid lane. The APA can seemingly walk up. Still got to be careful. Licorice does quite a bit of damage. He was snowballed for a reason. Is now APA low on mana, half at HP. This might just be Licorice's window to take the second tier turret.
Yeah, Licorice gets another 600 gold slammed into his back pocket. He is absurd.
Licorice trying to reposition for a flank angle. All out is available. 4,000 HP on the Baron. Gory steps up and grabs Summit's ulti. 2,000 HP! Steals the Baron! And Golden Guardians, whether they want to fight this one or not, they got the objective that they wanted. And now APA sees red, tries to find at least one re-engage, one pick off on the 6. He's already used both of his summoner spells. Trying to look for it, but just gets punished as Golden Guardians make their retreat. Pioshik still on the chase, but he cannot find any members.
The frustration is setting in for Team Liquid. Summit, they can realistically do this.
And Gory's gonna look for a flank. They know they have the numbers advantage as well. River lurking in the river. They look for the re-engage onto Licorice, but this could be the punish here. River takes a huge chunk out of Core, forcing him to flash. Summit is isolated. Gory with the chase. The knockup is there. Gory picks up the kill. And that dragon belongs to Golden Guardians.
It was touch and go there for a second for Golden Guardians, but after grabbing the Baron, the gold lead has slingshotted up to 6,000 gold lead. They're able to grab their second dragon of the game as well. Team Liquid not able to execute around that Baron. I don't hate the call for the flip. You know, we saw how much they were struggling in the 1-3-1 with Huhi's ultimate down. It felt like that was the time to try and make that play happen, but just couldn't do it.
And you can see Pioshik is still on the chase. He knows that 6A doesn't have sums. Killer Instinct is not available. It's a nice pick from Team Liquid, but that pick alone is not going to turn around this.
River gets it, gets out, and then here, the Ornn ultimate to knock up during his Ornn ultimate. We're not done yet.
Oh, Pioshik pops the Lamb's Respite, but he's isolated. Yon and Core JJ are there, but he's charmed up by Huhi. He's got no way out. Core and Yon still trying to find a way to refight with Summit. But off the TP, Golden Guardians disengage. And then just going back to what you said, Mark, the frustrations are clearly setting in for Team Liquid. Finding themselves far more aggressive than they were in the first 15 minutes of the game as the charm connects on to Huhi, but he just grand entrances forward because he knows he has Gory in his back pocket for the punish. Nice Melio engage though. Team Liquid able to save AP as they take out Huhi. 6A cannot find the re-engage as well. Golden Guardians lose Huhi out in the process, but the Baron buff is still on their side, so they can continue pushing on the top side.
They can continue pushing the gold lead.
Like Berserker on that champion as Team Liquid now find themselves being forced out of the jungle quadrant. Golden Guardians routing their way as they look for Yon. The arrow stuns Huhi, but Stixay follows up with the Killer Instinct, taking out the marksman of Team Liquid. And this turret should fall as well. Golden Guardians just making short work of these objectives on Team Liquid's turf.
Nice job finding Yon.
Do it from the vantage point that they have done it since Game 3. Match point for Team Liquid as a nice pick onto Huhi. Team Liquid gonna be happy about that one. Baron is...
Rez get back onto the map, and Licorice gets some time alone on that bot turret. Got down to half HP already. APA in trouble.
Stixay looking for the kill. That's the big shutdown. He was the only one left with the bounty, but Stixay finds him. And now the rest of Team Liquid might just be on the back foot here. Quickness into the knockup. That's a double for Stixay as he finds it with the Void Seeker. 2 members gone. Golden Guardians can start looking.
30 minutes in, about to go above a 10k gold lead. Team Liquid are doing what they can, grabbing the Dragon to get themselves to Soul Point and stop Golden Guardian in this base defense.
Between the Void Seekers, actually both Void abilities, Void Spikes as well. A little bit of Void synergy as Licorice finds the inhibitor turret. 6A with the Killer Instinct. APA is deleted. That's the man advantage for Golden Guardians, and it might just be enough to make some serious damage in this base.
APA was the most fed member of Team Liquid. They blow him up using the Stolen Ash ultimate. Now they're going to try and end the game.
Huhi with the quickness, looking for the grand entrance, but he's punted away by Core JJ. Bottom inhibitor falls, middle inhibitor is next. Golden Guardians seeing if they want to jockey for another re-engage or just guarantee the inhibitor being felled here. Void Seeker finds its mark as Licorice presses on forward by space. Huge knocker from Summit. Huhi re-engage. Can they look for the call? Board's gone onto multiple members here. It's all up to Yon and Pioshik to find the damage here. Lens Respite buys the second win for Summit. But the rest of Golden Guardians,
they just walked on out of there as only the Gory stolen ultimate on Kindred, but at level 16, that's already back up.
6,000 HP. This is playable for Team Liquid. 4,000. Lens Respite is still available for Pioshik.
Oh, Yon's so dead.
Huhi looking for Yon, and the Lens Respite is popped in time, but can Yon reposition himself? He's brought over the wall by Licorice, and Gory finds the killing blow. The rest of Team Liquid are forced to scatter. They're on the run, but Golden Guardians have no mercy for them. They will leave no stragglers, no survivors left. They will take everything from Team Liquid as they take the Baron. They don't even need it. They're just going to rush into the base and send us to Game 5.
Cue up the Silver Scrapes, Rafa. We're going to Game 5. A potential reverse sweep on the horizon for Golden. Guardians. It was a very, very hard-fought first 2 games, and here they have the complete momentum in the series.
If protected, and it gets up to 2 items here, and I imagine that is where a lot of the attention for Team Liquid will be.
We'll see. I mean, this is a very AP-heavy composition now. Plus side for Golden Guardians is during that time, River and Huhi have started working down this dragon.
Yep. Sacking the pressure from bot lane as Core JJ made that as well. 3,000 HP. Licorice, does he have teleport ready? He does. He can answer as Summit,
to him.
but now Summit it might be forced to flash here, but he dodges the Glacial Prison, and the second dragon is secured for Team Liquid. No one goes down.
So he's having to run all the way up the river. They might get here, but here comes the teleport.
Yeah, and that's APA's teleport. Not a flank angle, but at least he can just prevent Golden Guardians from being able to get in. Rift Herald is secured. Yawn forced to use Cleanse from the Glacial Prison. Now the rest of Golden Guardians, do they want to inch on forward? Core JJ is super low. Flash forward from who? They want to pick this fight. Summit doesn't have flash anymore. APA pop blossom, and now here comes the resets as well. First blood for Summit. Can they look for more? They've already found one, but Stixay is the one firing around on back. The Pyoshik looking for the Q flash, trying to interrupt Stixay, and now he turns his eyes on a Huhi. Stixay is isolated by Yawn. Huhi is not long for this world, but the true shot barrage enough damage. Glory from over the wall is able to take out Pyoshik, and he jumps right into Core JJ, but he gets clipped in the air by Yawn. What a bloody fight.
The tension finally breaks. It's a 4 for 3 in favor of Golden Guardians.
The flash forward from Yawn steps up and gets a kill onto Stixay in the face of Huhi.
I think that he has flash still probably and ends up getting blown up.
Oh, another fight. River's caught out in the river. Oh my goodness, Team Liquid being able to get a pick off screen. No jungler for the side of Golden Guardians. That's the 3rd dragon for the taking.
Licorice's pockets, excuse me, be absolutely critical to make sure that they have some pressure in these side lanes.
And it's first brick awarded to Golden Guardians, but even with all that, the gold lead is just slightly under 1,000 for Golden Guardians, as now a turret and the Rift Herald charge is going to equalize the gold here for Team Liquid. A second charge is in the works.
Trying to scare them a little bit. Sometimes you can trick people into going for flashes or blowing ultimates in defense. And
yeah,
it was a nice little attempt there as they got their second Rift Herald charge in, but Golden Guardians still overloading the bot side of the map. Gonna get some gold into APA's pockets.
Side tier 1 turret falls. Gory jumps right onto APA, and they look at the Pop Blossom. I don't know if Gory thought that they could just get the kill. I don't know if he thought River and Huhi were gonna be able to collapse faster than
Be able
that.
to save this turret.
That tier 1 turret is gone, and Team Liquid will be able to outmatch in terms of turrets taken down.
They have the teleport for Gory. They want to see him actually commit to this, and they're growing it super quickly. Like we said, so much damage on the side of Team Liquid.
3,000 HP. River can't get into it. 2,000 shot barrage. It is secured by Pyoshik. And now, Core JJ giving his life to make sure the rest of Golden Guardians cannot catch out the members of Team Liquid, but Gory's on the chase. He's already teleported in and rocket jumping in. Summit is not found, though, by Golden Guardians, and it looks like all 4 members will be able to get out.
What a gutsy shot call by Team Liquid there. Knowing that they had the damage. Whoa, aggressive TP in the middle of everyone.
There's nose protection. Summit is forced to flash, and then a teleport is coming in from APA. He has Pop Blossom right on spawn. He looks for the knockup before he's able to buffer it with the rocket jump, and he's out of there. But the rest of Team Liquid, do they want to look for a chance to repounce? Multiple members are looking for resets here as Summit and APA are forced to base.
Double teleport, double flash burn by the soul laners of Team Liquid trying to stop that push. Very, very greedy of them. Also gives a path for Golden Guardians to retreat back onto the dragon. Team Liquid still don't feel like they want to give up on the play, though.
Yeah, but you're down a Pop Blossom, you're down multiple ways of engaging. Core JJ doesn't have Magnustorm, and he's nowhere near the play. This Ocean Dragon belongs to Golden Guardians, and Yawn's got to be careful if Golden Guardians step too far forward.
Looks like we might see a disengage from the situation here. Very over-aggressive out of Team Liquid, I would say. You can just take that Baron, reset onto the map, and try and contest the Dragon potentially, but because they tried to defend the turrets, they lose the Dragon as well, evening it out 2-2. Now they're finally reset onto the map, though, and starting to break more turrets with this Baron buff.
Looks like the Red Bull Baron buff.
This team has Smite, so Licorice might try to contest this. Doesn't look like he wants to end up in a Dragon Pit alone with a Gwen, so they'll be giving away the 3rd Dragon of the game, maybe. Gory in trouble.
River trying to go for a recall, but now cancels it. He knows that Gory's in trouble. Licorice is forced to teleport. Summit is burning down the Dragon. The Pop Blossom follows with a flash. They find Gory, and that's the first reset. Looking for Licorice and River on the back end. Summit now coming in with the teleport as well. Huhi plays defense and slows him down with the Winner's Bite. And Stixay's now rejoined the fray. River has looped all the way around into the jungle quadrant of Golden Guardians and has a potential window to look for a steal if they burn down the Baron, but Team Liquid Do they even want to start it up, or do they want to continue forcing a fight? Here comes the Magnustorm flash. Stixxay is able to arcane shift away. The butcher shot as he looks for another one. Pyosik gets the reset off from the bomb, and CoreJJ falls, but Stixxay's under fire. Summit is looking for the damage. The reset finds another one. Stixxay's gone, and River is just nowhere to be found as his team was collapsed upon before he could do anything about it.
CoreJJ, the veteran, finds the map. Stixxay finishes him off, but that has allowed the rest of the team to find angles onto Stixxay, and some trouble.
Huge pick on the CoreJJ. He doesn't have flash from before. Golden Guardians know this, and they make the punish. Gory looking for the reset, but Yon tries to use the killer instinct to reposition himself, but multiple flashes from Huhi and River punish Yon for his mispositioning, and Golden Guardians find a huge pick.
Just as I sing his praises, the caster curse can they get?
I mean, Team Liquid have the Baron buff on their side, but it's Golden Guardians that are now taking this momentum and pushing into the base. How much more can they get? They are starting to fire, lay siege into the inhibitor tower, summon a Pyosik. AP is forced to recall. They just lost the inhibitor tower. They're probably losing this inhibitor as well.
Golden Guardians grab the inhibitor, probably going to back off. Respawn's coming through. CoreJJ up 10 more seconds on Yon. Going to be stuck just rotating and maybe grabbing this top outer turret, but then otherwise moving back down to the bot side to set up for that one. Nice stun there by Pyosik.
Licorice getting chunked out, but still tanky enough to survive the onslaught. But that tier
far up into the mid lane. Might open them up to an angle. Here he goes.
He is sneaking right behind vision lines. He's in fog. Glacial Prison is thrown. APA looking for the pop blossom right into Stixxay. Can Yon sync up with him? Yes, he can. The killer instinct. It's not enough damage. Pyosik looking for the reset. One more. He finds it onto Stixxay. Yon and APA may have just synced up the reset for Pyosik to clean up this fight. Yon is still kiting around River and Huhi, but the tanks have fallen in their moment of most need, the darkest hour. It is the two rookies that sync up the game-winning play.
The substitute mid laner APA comes up huge with the flank, obliterates the battle lines for Golden Guardians.
City and the just amount of stakes that have been at hold for both of these teams as a teleport coming in from Summit, trying to pincer onto Golden Guardians. The knockup from Baron dissuades Golden Guardians from being able to sync up. Gory jumps in and tries to blow Summit away with the buster shot, trying to kite him out, but he's just going to get melted by Summit, and Team Liquid have found one carry. Stixxay is out of the fight, firing a true shot barrage, but the resets come through onto Huhi, and it's now 5-on-3 Golden Guardians. It's a tall task to try and look for this Baron re-engage.
Don't think there's any opportunity. Golden Guardians are not even going to look at the Baron after Gory gets blown up by Summit. The 4-item Gwen absolutely mauls 80 carries if you get on top of them. And like you said, the crowd coming alive with chance for Team Liquid, seeing victory on the horizon. Newark, New Jersey on their minds, thinking that this team has such a good chance of making finals weekend if they can just close out this push.
10 seconds left on Gory and Huhi. The teleport is coming in. Team Liquid now looking to brute force their way into the Nexus turret. One rapidly falls. The second one could fall just as fast. All 5 members of Golden Guardian just about to spawn. They force the engage on the river. He goes Golden with a stopwatch. Magnustorm keeps a pin. That's one reset, and that's one frontline member down. All the cars are now left onto the members of Golden Guardians to defend this one out, but it's the pop blossom and the killer instinct. Yon and APA clean up the fight. Summon is scissoring them down. The shutdowns. Oh my goodness, Team Liquid! It's all on a Stixxay, but he cannot defend. Team Liquid will book their first ticket to championship weekend for the first time since spring 2022.
Reverse sweep be damned. Team Liquid shut the door on the goal.